Saturday Morning Outdoors, featuring Ultimate Bass with Kim Brown.
The greatest place to learn about going into the outdoors. One of the best, Kent Brown.
I know that a lot of people east of the Mississippi make fun of California, but it is the heartbeat of particular types of fishing. Finesse fishing, swim bait fishing, and just big bags in general. Kent Brown, who I'm standing with, Media God, was just showing me some results from Clear Lake, where 29th place yesterday for 5 fish was 20 pounds.
It's Clear Lake, man. And I mean, you know, we've been in a drought for a while, Pete, several years, and a lot of our lakes, like Shasta, they were down nearly 200 feet. Clear Lake was down to where we had lines painted on the docks. Don't back past that line, you'll fall off the end of the launch ramp, and it was a matter of inches. It's come up 10 feet with our storms this year. And yeah, yesterday, the chamber tournament, 30 pounds to lead, 20 pounds you were in 40th place.
So the only 2 places I've fished in California for bass are the Delta, a couple times, and Lake Castaic near LA.
Right.
What's a lake, if I'm chasing largemouth, what's the place I need to go to just to get a great day?
Clear Lake. I mean, absolute Clear Lake, and if you can arrange April, May, June, that's a great time to be there. But Clear Lake, it's got to be on everyone's bucket list. You know, Bassmaster never rates it worse than third, ever, in the best largemouth lakes or bass lakes, and it's just, you know, that's the place to be.
What's your personal big bag and big fish from California?
My big fish out of California, 1983 West Coast bass record was 12 pounds 13 ounces out of Clear Lake. I was, 20 years old. Kind of made a little bit of a career jump with that one big fish, so that was kind of fun. Put me on demo tanks and things like that. Biggest bag I've weighed, 29.76 at Clear Lake in a Western Bass Tournament.
Is there a lake, it doesn't even have to be a tournament lake, that's a sleeper lake for largemouths where people can go and catch those kind of bags regularly?
No. I mean, not really the Clear Lake standard like that for sure. I mean, that is the place, and the Delta, for those kind of largemouth. But, you know, a lot of our lakes out there really are, you know, spotted bass specialties. When you start talking about the reservoirs, then you start talking about catching 25-pound bags of spotted bass.
Wow. Now, I've never caught a spot over 3.5 pounds anywhere.
You got to come out.
And I've heard
we'll go to Bullards, we'll go to Shasta, we'll go to Maloney's.
Yeah. So you have multiple options.
Oh, you have so many options. And you know what, it really dates back to the California Fisheries Foundation, Project Kokanee, when they started planting kokanee salmon in our lakes, put and take, old guys going out there trolling with downriggers. They created that ecosystem in our lakes that let those fish grow so big. And spotted bass love kokanee salmon.
So it's a swim bait bite at times.
A lot of times it's a swim bait bite, crankbait. They like an Alabama rig. Big spots really like Alabama rigs. You know, a lot of people think it's just a largemouth thing, but it's a big deal for spotted bass as well. You know, you can't ever beat throwing good old topwater baits. You know, tie on a sexy dog in the summer and fall, and you might be surprised. We'll get you a bigger than 3-pound spotted bass.
I needed that. What about smallmouth? Do you guys have smallmouth out there?
We do have some amazing smallmouth fisheries out there. Obviously, Trinity Lake is a sleeper, and you know, for years that was the California State record lake. And Trinity Lake up in far northern California in the Trinity Alps, it has northern largemouth and giant smallmouth in it. You know, 5 and 6 pounders. Lake Almanor, another great lake. Obviously, mountainous lakes. Lake Almanor has giant smallmouth in it. And Lake Pardee, you've probably heard about it a little bit. We used to do our Pardee Media Day there for years, and it's got some giant smallmouth. We actually had multiple smallmouth weighed in the 9-pound range during Media Day. Yeah.
I need to get back out there. I don't think I've fished in California since 2007 or 2008, so I'm going to make a trip.
You've turned me down so many times, I quit inviting you.
Okay,
But you and Hannah got to come.
No,
we're going.
I'm taking you up on your invite.
We're going, Hannah. We'll leave him home.
Hey, anyone who wants to learn more about bass fishing, go to Ultimate Bass Radio. Where can they hear it? On the internet and on live?
It's podcasted, you know, Apple, iTunes there, and you can go right to our website, ultimatebassradio.com. And if you're a big fan of westernbass.com, you can get it right there as well. So a lot of places to catch the podcast. We've been doing it almost 19 years, believe it or not. Remember when we started?
19 years in the radio business, 40 years in the fishing industry?
Yeah, about 45 years in the fishing industry.
This is one of the lifers, one of the true good guys in the fishing industry, and I am thrilled to call him a friend.
Appreciate that, Pete.
Don't forget to subscribe and like our Instagram and Facebook pages also.